Hey guys, how's it going? Now I want to talk about a video that Rick Beato dropped called This Sucks, and he's talking about an AI song, a country AI song that apparently went to #1. And he talks through the video and kind of debunks it a little bit because he's talking about it goes to #1 in the digital sales chart, not the Billboard 100, and he kind of waves it away a little bit and tells people to not be duped by it, I guess. Guys, don't listen to the song. I heard a snippet of it on Beato's channel because he's reacting to it. Absolute crap. Instead, I'm going to advocate for a really awesome country artist called Mel Washington, Whiskey Bent. That song popped into my head when I heard the first snippet of this crappy AI song, but Whiskey Bent is an infinitely better track that AI song could ever hope to be. So check it out. I've seen a few of Rick Beato's videos, particularly when it comes to AI stuff. He's a massive advocate for humans getting their, fair share when it comes to musical arts. And he's gone to Congress in support of artists' rights. So I'm not saying he's not advocating for artists here, but I think if you were to just randomly come across that video, you might think, here's this older guy who's just kind of waved away this AI stuff. And I just think, on face value for that video, that is not the right approach. Again, I'm not criticizing Rick, it's just that video in particular, I thought it made me think of other AI incidents that have come up recently, and I wanted to raise your awareness of that. To be fair, you might already be aware of these things, but I think it's important to keep talking about it. There's one recent one when it comes to BBC introducing, which is absolutely insane. We're gonna talk about it in a bit. Guys, before we get to that, if you enjoy music, guitars, anything music related, follow the channel. Really love your input, and let me know your thoughts on this AI stuff because it's been going on and on for a little while now. I'm really interested in it, and I'm a big advocate for artists getting their fair share. I'll tell you my thoughts at the end of this video on where I think the direction for AI could go, maybe should go, but I want to hear your thoughts because I'm not an expert, and there are people in the industry right now that have a lot more expertise and understanding as to where AI is going currently and where maybe it should go. But AI is here, it's not going away, and we need to work out how we're going to navigate this. Anyway, have a listen, let me know your thoughts, and we'll have a chat on the other side. So Rick explains here that this peaked on the digital charts, not the Billboard charts, and talked through some of the reviews, most of them taking the mick out of the track, to be honest with you, for being AI slop in quotations. There were a couple of guys that said they don't care where their music comes from as long as it's good, but mostly Rick is obviously very anti-AI. He's even gone to Congress on this point, to be fair. But it just made me think the fight is still on against AI. I mean, how can we have AI artists in the same conversation as people who have slogged their way to get where they are? And this isn't new. There are lots of people online and otherwise that are kind of fighting for the rights of musicians and artists, going against AI companies and labels that want to utilize AI to basically just make a constant stream of money at artists' expense, really, stealing their hard work, their talent, to train these AI in creating a non-stop stream of crappy songs, which distills art to this disgusting dystopian point in my mind. And it's a real shame we've even got people in the industry actively promoting AI artists. Timbaland, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? And I wanted to raise a couple of other things. So there's a band in the UK called Holding Absence. They're a Welsh band, and they came to the fore in October this year, 2025, because an AI band that basically stole their style surpassed them on Spotify. Like, this is just insane. I've seen Holding Absence basically grow from a really underground band to the band that they are now, touring around the world. They have slogged their way to get where they are, and you're telling me that someone could just put a few prompts in and they're going to get more recognition, or more listeners at least, just in a tiny time span with 0% of the effort, comparable to what the guys in Holding Absence have put in. And ultimately it's theft as well. They're stealing their music. And that's just one example. I'm sure it's happening just constantly, time and time again, with endless artists. And these companies have no shame. They don't care. The labels don't care. If they can make money, they're going to do it. In fact, I did a video about this. I'd encourage you to have a look. The link is in the description box. But ultimately, the music business has always been scammy.
And I can bet for some labels and AI companies, this is like a dream situation. Look at all this hard work these musicians have put in that we can just steal and milk for just endless cash flow at artists' expense. And this is why artists, musicians, fans, venues need to work together to fight against this. Very recently, this week, an artist called Molly put up a video because one of her tracks got featured on BBC Introducing, which isn't an easy thing if you're an independent artist and don't have links within the industry. But her video was great because she was really upset about someone being featured as Artist of the Week who created a complete AI track for Black History Month nonetheless. This person said they completely made the track via AI. The host asked how do you perform it, they said they can't, and that even if they practiced they couldn't sound like the track. So what skills does this person have to be Artist of the Month on a BBC radio show? Well, they have a computer sciences master's degree, and that's it. What the hell? Molly's video is great, I'd encourage you to have a look, the link is below. But ultimately, I think also what we need to do is write to the BBC and tell them that that's not on. And I'm not just picking on the BBC. I think anyone that is championing AI art over humans, especially in the musical realm, we've got to call it out and tell them that that's not good enough, particularly on BBC Introducing, man. Like, are you for real? People slogging away to get on that show, and you're letting someone just type a few words to create a crappy AI track, feature as your Artist of the Month for Black History Month. Absolutely insulting, as if you can't find good black artists to feature on your show for that period of time. Unbelievable.
So there's just a few examples. Let me know if you heard about those before in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on it. But to me, this is insane because bear in mind, this is just a few examples that I've become aware of in a tiny section of the musical world. Think about what's happening nationally, globally, when it comes to AI and music. This is why musicians, venues, promoters, people in the industry need to advocate, continue to advocate. I know they are. There's lots of big, loud, important voices that are continuing to do so. And I think that Molly artist really, if you watch that video, I think she made that really clear how that affected her personally. And that's just one example, you know, I'm sure that resonates with so many people. Off the top of my head, what do I think? I mean, first of all, we should know what we're listening to, you know, or looking at in any art form. It should say, this is AI. This is AI. Why is that not a thing? Because I'll give you an example. I listened to an album earlier this year. It's probably going to make my album of the year list. So like and subscribe if you want to hear some cool records at the end of this year. It's probably going to hit my album of the year list. And the first comment, I listened to it on YouTube, the first comment was, is this AI? And it made me sad for the band. I'm thinking, they've written this album, recorded it, promoted it, put it on YouTube. Who knows what's gone into making that record? And the first response you see online is this AI? It's just, that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. Why has Spotify not got AI music at the top of everything? And why that music shouldn't make any money? Why should it make money when it's stealing music from other artists? Those artists aren't getting anything. And all these AI artists, they get all these crazy numbers instantly. And it's so disheartening, like Holding Absence, you know, a band that have been slogging away for years, overtaken by a band that's ripped them off online. It's just, what the hell is that, man? And like I said, I don't want this just to be a rant for rant's sake. What do we do about it? Just keep pushing it forward, keep fighting for artists' rights. Let all these agencies know, you know, just write to the BBC, write to Spotify, just make your voices heard to people that are pushing AI music without crediting real artists or making people aware that what they're consuming is AI. I don't know. How do you feel, guys? Should that be a thing? I think that's a no-brainer in my mind. Like that guy on BBC saying he can't even perform it live. What the hell is that? Oh my god! I've made this song. I love it. I can't play it live though. So what did you make? What did you make? It's like the equivalent of me entering like a cooking competition and winning when I've just picked up a factory-made Tesco cake. Well, maybe that's a crap analogy, but you know what I mean. It's cheating. It's cheating. Oh man. Anyway, I hope this video's made sense. Are just the ramblings of a mind that is trying to advocate for artists. I could be getting completely the wrong end of the stick. But ultimately, you know, let's just continue to support musicians. Go to their shows. support their music, follow them online, promote them online. All those old school things still matter, and no doubt you'll get a better response from following human artists than you would from someone who's typed in a few things on a keyboard to create an artist. Then it's not an artist. It's not create a robot. create a thieving robot. You'll get a better response from a human than the thieving robot, I'm sure. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, follow the channel. If you love music, guitars, anything music related, really love your input. Let me know your thoughts on AI. And yeah, massive thanks for watching.